Tony Walker Jr. on the inside of row number 8. He starts 15th in the 80. Derek Carlson's on the outside of row number 7. He starts 14th in the 37. Russ Coltis has the number 13 slot. The 9C is Russ Coltis. Austin Lynn in the 12. Jacob Rexing in the 59R. Jeff Dotzert in the number 19 starts 10th on the outside of row number 5. Donovan Lodge paired up with him. He starts 9th in the 32. Tommy Shepard in the T6 starts in 8th. He's on the outside of row number 4. He is paired up with Rick Conover in the 14C. Brett Weaver starts 6th tonight. He's in the 24B, along with Steve Stolter in the 16S. He starts 5th on the inside of row number 3. Troy Carter's on the outside of row number 4. He starts 6th tonight, starting 4th. Jacob Steinking in the 24S starts 3rd. He's on the inside of row number 2. Ryan Blakeman starts on the front row tonight on the outside in the 22. And 6-time national champion in the modified class, Mike Harrison, on here tonight in the 24H on the pole. Getting the field reset, Mike Harrison, Ryan Blakeman come around and lead us to green as we come around on the yellow one time. A field of 20 here tonight, tonight's modified feature. Mike Harrison chasing a milestone in big history tonight, looking for win number 500 in his career. One to go as we come back around here at the Jacksonville Speedway. Race fans, we've got 20 modifieds here on the slate tonight for your feature. Get on your feet, get loud, and let's cheer on these modified drivers. A huge slate, an exciting slate, a heavy-hitting slate as we get ready to go in tonight's modified feature. Here we go. Mike Harrison, Ryan Blakeman lead us around one time. Yellow flags are extinguished. Let's hear it, race fans. Get loud for these modifieds. Steve Tyven, Mr. Smooth, makes his way off the track. He's had a heck of a night in 36. He's going to make his way back to the pits. Let's not like the way that car was feeling. Mike Harrison's got a nice lead on the leaders as he comes on the back of the pack. And the 80 takes off as well. That is Tony Walker. The two men involved in that big pileup early and leave the track early here in the modified feature. That was Steve Tyven and Tony Walker. Ryan Blakeman just left the track as well. He's in the 22. Not sure what might have happened there in the 22. The 117, that is Mark Inc. slides off the infield real quick, and we've got action over in turn number 4. Action in turn number 4. That involved the T6 of Tommy Shepard. The 59. Jacob Rexing was involved in that as well, along with Tommy Shepard. Got piled up over in that wall. We'll see who spun around here in turn number 4 as we go yellow once again in modifieds.
Brian, I tell you, he's looking for number 500, and Harrison right now is absolutely on a rail out there, but Blakeman gave him a pretty good little challenge here on the start, and don't count out that 24 sitting right behind him. He's got a lot of experience. They're from the same area. They race each other a lot. Jacob Steinkenning there in that 24, Rick Canoyer, all familiar foes for the 24H of Mike Harrison.
Indeed, they're taking a look at him right now.
Yet to make things happen.
Getting things reset, that is the 6 of Troy Carter that got spun around, ladies and gentlemen. Troy Carter got spun around in the 6. Mike Harrison leads the field back around as we get Carter spun back around. He's in the 6. Got spun around in turn number 4. Tommy Shepard comes to the inside as well on the infield. He was caught up in that little skirmish. He comes back around and gets back to the start-finish line, and he'll get spun around with the rest of the race field. Mike Harrison, Jacob Steinken, the 14C of Rick Conoyer, the 16S of Steve Stolter, and the 24B of Brent Weaver. Your top 5 here as we come back around on yellow. Leaders come back around to the start-finish line. Once again, Harrison, Steinking, the 14C of Rick Conoyer, Steve Stolter, the 16S, and the 24B of Brent Weaver, your top 5. They're followed up by the 19. That's Jeff Dozer, and the 72A of Austin Lynn. Darren Carlson follows up then. He's in the 37 along with the 59. That was Jacob Repsey, who's got in that little skirmish as well. Race leaders come back around. Yellow flags are down. We're going to go back to green right now at the Jacksonville Speedway. Harrison starting to make his way up on the lack of lap traffic. Here he comes in from you at the start-finish line in the 24H. He's followed up by Steinking in the 24S and the 14C of Conoyer. Your top 3 followed up by Stolter in the 16S and the 24B of Brent Weaver. Top 5 out of 20 here tonight in the huge modified field of the Jacksonville Speedway. Harrison making his way into lap traffic. He's in the back of the pack and picks one up on the 6 of Troy Carter. A green, yellow flag on the back end, Troy number 3. Oh my, that just became very, very close for Mike Harrison. He was able to avoid that little skirmish right there. Looks like Tommy Shepard might have got in with the 1. The 1A, I believe. That is Steve Meyer Jr. Or that's the A1, excuse me. The A1 is Gary Bentley. That's Bentley in the A1 who caught into the 6 of Troy Carter. Shepard got into the back of Bentley. Bentley found Carter. And the A1 is now here in the infield. Mike Harrison, excuse me, was in the back of all that lap traffic. He was able to avoid all of that collision just by the hair of his chinny chin. We'll get the race field reset for you and get back to green very shortly. Patrick, a very close call. Very close call for Harrison, able to avoid all of that traffic.
Yeah, looking back through the field, somebody else has been on the move, using a different groove than most of the leaders up in front. Is defending modified track champion Austin Lynn. He's kind of creeping in there on that bottom side catfishing. Don't count Austin out. They just didn't see the cross flags not too long ago. Still a lot of feature left to go in this one.
A lot of feature
Harrison
left to go. Lynn
see.
started off 12th. He's up to 7th. Lynn started at 12th. He's moved up to 7th. Keep an eye on that Austin Lynn. His favorite fans from Arkansas cheering on Austin Lynn tonight. As yellow goes down, Mike Harrison leads the field as we get ready to go back to green here at the Jacksonville Speedway. We come into turn 4 and here we go. Top 5 have not moved very much. Hey, we've got some sparks flying back on the back. That is the 1A of Steve Meyer Jr. Trying to make moves in a packed field at the top of 6, 7, 8, 9 cars there. Top 5 have not moved very much. Mike Harrison searching for win number 500. Looking for win number 500 in the career as we come back around to the start-finish line. He's once again followed it by Steinking, the Rick Conoyer, the 14 seed. Top 5 have not moved very much. Yellow flag comes out. We've got guys in the back on the wall waving about debris. Looking at possibly something coming off the car of Tommy Shepard, I believe.
It is the front bumper, it appears, that finally come off the T6 of Tommy Shepard Jr. See him down the back straightaway. He come by that last yellow with that incident, and it looked like it maybe knocked it loose. Looks like the T6's front bumper, and that's who they're flagging over. So yeah, indeed it is the front bumper there, the T6.
T6 has had a heck of a night tonight. Got caught up in that accident just a little while ago, losing some parts, and they're going to spin him around here as we reset the field. Alan Motley getting the field reset as Mike Harrison leads. Top 5 have not moved here very much, Patrick. We've got Harrison, Steinking, Conoyer, Steve Stolter, and the 24B of Brent Weaver. Top 5 have not moved. The rest of the pack doing a lot of shifting between 6 to 9.
Yeah, looked like that restart didn't quite go the way Austin Lynn was looking for it too. He got shuffled back there a couple spots. Couple more laps here still left in this one. They just got the 5 to go signal. Just a handful of circuits left to see if Mike Harrison joins the 500 club tonight. Holy cow.
That's a lot of wins. That's a lot of racing. still holding on to the lead. Derek Carlson trying to make a move. Derek Carlson in the 37 trying to get up to that front 5. He's moved up all the way to 6th. Watch that bright orange machine of the 37 as he tries to lead the middle of the field and get up in the top 5. Green flag still hot for Patrick. Mike Harrison in full command.
Mike Harrison looks well on his way. Good battle for second between Steinkenning and Canoyer. Keep an eye on them as Mike Harrison flashes by 1/4 mile away. The Highland Hornet, they call him the Machine. Good battle for second. Canoyer will try and show him the nose. Down the back straightaway for the 500th time in his career. Mike Harrison picks up a feature win with the Dirt Car UMP Modifieds tonight here at Jacksonville Speedway. Wow. We just witnessed history tonight. Coming home in third. Coming home in third was the 14C of the Destroyer, Rick Canoyer. Second to the 24S of Highland, Illinois' Jacob Steinkenning. But folks, you don't see it happen very often. You've seen history made here tonight at Jacksonville Speedway. Mike Harrison has joined Elite Company. 500 Dirt Car UMP Modified feature wins. The Machine gets it done. Steinkenning coming out. And we'll get Mike Harrison up here. Aggressive Graphics, Reindeer Farms. Mike Harrison Racing, FlexCore Racing. Impressive race cars. Donnie Jumper gives him the ride to victory lane. Bill Faust Racing engines underneath the hood. He's getting all the safety equipment off. He's getting the earplugs out. A1 Towing fast shafts on the side of that car as well. For the 500th time in his career, he climbs out in victory lane out of Highland, Illinois, the Machine, Mike Harrison. Guns a-blazing in victory lane. Mike, put this one into words. 500th career feature win. How does it feel, buddy?
It's pretty special, to be honest with you.
Mike, Mike overcome here with emotion a little bit. Take us through that drive that got you there. It started there with a great run in the heat race, and the car just looked like from there it was on a rail.
Yeah, you know, they're early in the heat race. Early in the heat race there, I didn't really know where to go. I mean, I don't come here that often, you know, so I just ain't real familiar with the guys. But, you know, down here, there's just a black spot from that sun, and I run a real dark shield, you know, when the sun's out. And I know them guys was having problems seeing because it was giving me a little problems too. So, but yeah, it paid off and put us in the front of the feature, and that's where I like to start, in the front.
Say, Mike, a lot of people to thank here along the way. Don't worry if you forget a couple of them, but who are some of the people you have to thank for making tonight? And all 500 of these wins possible throughout your storied modified career.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, all these guys, Brandon, Drew, Allie, Taylor, my boy Michael, and his 2 kids. I don't know where my other boy is, Brett, my wife, you know, Jacob, I guess Jacob, did he run second?
Yeah.
He ran second. Well, his dad, I drove for his dad for years. That's my brother-in-law, and you know, I gotta thank him as well. Craig Maskell, I drove for him for 4 or 5 years there. A lot of people have been part of this, and then in 14 I started this deal on my own, and we've hit 300, 400, and 500 now since 14. Well, no, I was with Craig when I hit 300, but it's special, especially doing it by myself. You know, I mean, I had a lot of, you know, everybody on this car helps me do it, but as far as the operation itself, you know, it's done by our family, you know, and all these other guys too. You know, I mean, I consider all them family too.
Mike, soak it in, savor it, my friend. 500 500th career feature win for the driver out of Highland, Illinois. He's got a lot of nicknames, the Machine, the Gunslinger. It doesn't matter. Tonight, he is a winner here at Jacksonville Speedway. Mike Harrison for the 500th time in Victory Lane.
Hey everybody, while Mike celebrates, that's absolutely incredible. Best modified racer in America just won his 500th win here at Jacksonville Speedway. But I'm telling you, I just schedule the races. It's up to Tommy and Hank to make them happy, or to make them happen. And I schedule the race at 6 o'clock on a bright sunny day and 20-mile-an-hour winds. And I know it's gotten a little dusty out here, but you haven't been to a racetrack where the crews worked as hard as those two guys have worked to keep the dust down and keep it racy. This is a great racetrack. We got a little bit of dust, but they've done an awesome job. And any night we have that man over there in the yellow shirt here running the show, Brian Dively, it's a better show than without him. He raced 2 nights this weekend and came to join us tonight, and that's what makes it happen. So thanks, Brian.
Words from our promoter, Kenny Dobson. I'll tell you what, it's not every day you get to see it. Pro Crate Late Models of the Midwest Big Ten Series coming up next. Midwest Big Ten Series Pro Crate Late Model 20-lap main event rolling out. As soon as the field comes across, we'll get across here and give you the lineup. And one more time, race fans, Mike Harrison joins the 500 Club. Show your appreciation. He come here tonight. He did it here at Jacksonville.